past. ICENET. Dynasties live here.
Welcome to the ICENET Top 10. Get ready for the most thrilling countdown in sports. Here we go.
And tonight it finally came down to this. Score tied, 4-4. Less than 2 minutes to play. Trache from the faceoff scores. 5-4 Islanders. But don't go away. A penalty shot called against the Islanders. Bobby Carpenter, stopped by Bill Smith, kept the game at 5-4. Full attack by Washington. Bossy steals the puck. Shoots it into the net. Islanders win it by a score of 6-4. They had trailed at one point 4-2. A tremendous comeback. Can they do it? Become the first team ever to win a short series after being down 2. We'll know on Tuesday night when they face Washington in Washington.
We got to keep going, and we're fighting for our lives. And you know, we've done it before, and we'll do it again. And we're confident we can. Everyone's very confident. We just, you know, we need a great effort from everyone, and we need the perfect game.
About our team played excellent here in Washington. We had the better chances, but we just couldn't put the puck in the net. So we got to play with good discipline, and whatever they give us, we got to take good advantage of it.
We've been playing very well defensively, and certainly very well all around. It's not Capitals aren't a team that give up a lot of goals. Certainly they haven't done that all season. So we can't expect high-scoring games. Our defensive game has to be of the utmost importance.
They're a strong club, and you have to wear them down. You know, that's as much as we can do as possible is wear them down. That's their strongest asset. It's their strength, and you know, we think the longer the game goes on, the more it goes to our advantage. And they're probably saying the same thing with all their young legs and strong skaters. And they're a strong club, and we don't expect it to get any easier from here on in.
What do you think this team's going to have to do tomorrow to get back in the series? Back in the series now, but I mean continue to win.
We got to do the same thing we do tonight. Just play good, tight defensive hockey and wait for the breaks.
Do you see this series going 5 games?
It has to. We're going to win it.
Power play is over. Goal! Just wide to the left. With an eyelash. There it is. Cut Buckley. The backhander from the rookie Clapton is going to come out in favor of Lockwood. Andy Keller scores on a backhander and steals from Allen. On his power play. This is Stephen Pearson. Pearson can shot. What a goal! Dave Christian playing the point again on the power play. Gardner back to Christian. Christian through traffic and a goal from Bobby Carpenter. It's 4-3. We'd like to remind you that if necessary.
In Washington, some great goaltending by Islander goalie Kelly Rudy. Dave Christian with a wide open net, but Rudy lunges to get his stick on the puck. A great save there. A bit later, Rudy gets some help from his friend, Mr. Goal Pipe. Once again, it's Christian with a shot. The puck hits the pipe and bounces out. New York maintained their 2-zip lead. It was 2-2 in the third period when the Islanders' Greg Gilbert put it away out front. The Islanders go on to win that one 4-2, as we see on the scoreboard. Caps lead that series 3-2. Elsewhere in the Patrick division, Philadelphia has moved to win.
Bossy's been on the ice for an awful long time. He'll head for the Islanders bench. Here's a shot and scores! Dave Langevin scores. The New York Islanders win in overtime 5-4. Anders Keller. Anders Keller.
By Sampson along the boards. Played to center ice, but Murphy's back with it now for the Caps. Coughs it up to Keller. He's in alone. He shoots. Score! From Craig Laughlin, who hits across the blue line. Drops it for Mike Bossy. Bossy to his backhand. Centers and a jump. They score!
The Isles held on for a 2-1 win, and the Islanders advanced to face the Flyers. Moments ago, Sal Marciano in Landover talked with Bobby Nystrom of the Islanders.
I was really excited about this victory.
I've got to say that it ranks right up there with the best of them. The guys just never quit. And I don't know, you know, it just seems like we come up with something new each and every year, and this is really, really satisfying.
Experience.
Hamlet. Nico Macklin could have shot, but he saw Pat LaFontaine standing off to the side. LaFontaine took it in his skate, stopped it, and then hammered it into the
Islanders have done it. They have beaten Washington 5-4 to force the 7th game Saturday night in Landover, trailing 3-2, second period. Pat LaFontaine on the power play in front. That tied it 3-3. And just 3 minutes later, here they come. LaFontaine sets up Makela. That makes it 4-3 Islanders on a pretty goal. And 2 minutes later, it's Makela returning the favor, sets up LaFontaine 5-3. They win at 5-4. Moments ago, Sal Marciano talked with LaFontaine.
8 games too, but right now they're leading in the third period on a goal courtesy of Brian Trottier. Gordon Dineen fires from the left circle, but Trottier is there for the rebound as the Isles right now lead 5-4 in the third period.
Play. Gordon Dineen's drive from the point is stopped by Bob Mason. Brian Trottier backhands the rebound into the net. 1-0 New York. Just over a minute left in the first now. Bob Bassett's drive stopped by Mason, but Dwayne Sutter knocks home the rebound. 2-0 Isle after 1. Washington stormed back, though, with 3 goals in the second period. The third came on a power play. Havanka, Mikhail sets it up. Kastelic in front, beats. Kastelic beats Rudy. 3-2 Caps. Now back home. Here come the Islanders on the power play. Mikko Makela gets the puck over to Pat LaFontaine, and he scores. It's 3-3. Then the Isles regain the lead. Pat LaFontaine springs Mikko Makela for the breakaway, and he'll score on the backhand. 4-3.
A member of the Detroit Red Wings got his first career goal last day of the year against the Carolina Hurricanes, Landon Ferraro.
Boychuk begins. And that one grabbed and pitched aside by Holtby. Carlson off Ward, kept alive. Letty a shot. Oh, directed on goal. Score! Tavares! Bedlam. 2-1 Islanders in the game and in the series.
Well, off the opening faceoff, the Islanders are able to control it. Johnny Boychuk lets it go. Holtby doesn't hold on to it. He moves it to Carlson. Turnover. It's kept in by Letty. The redirect. Great save from Holtby. And then from really a nasty angle, John Tavares beats Braden Holtby. But Holtby was off just a little bit, and it finds its way in behind the right side of Holtby and the post. That first save was outstanding, but John Tavares gets inside position on John Carlson, and from a nasty angle, he wins it in overtime.
And cruising. All right, on next to Long Island, where Al Arbor and the Sabres, the Islanders, are coming off a big overtime win and looking to take the series lead. The Isles take the lead first on a weird play. Sabaratsi out of the net to clear. Bad bounce off the glass right to Steve Thomas. Wide open net, 1-0 Isles. The Caps will get that one back to Alan May. Has his shot stopped, but Randy Burridge is there to bang in the big fat rebound. A 1-1 tie as the Caps even it up. Second period, Caps take the lead. Mike Ridley centers to Bobby Carpenter. Bad angle on the rebound, but he slips it in past Healy. 2-1 Caps lead, and Al Arbor says, that was an awfully bad angle. How did that go in? Third period, Caps take a 2-goal lead. They're in 2-on-1. Ridley, a beautiful feed to Pat Elniak. First a great move, then over to Elniak, and Elniak just has to steer it in. 3-1 for Washington at that point on Long Island. Isles trailing 3-2 now. Steve Thomas to Pierre Turgeon, who's been doing it for the Islanders all year. Over 50 goals for them, and he ties it up for them late in the game. Overtime, the comeback is completed for New York. Ray Ferraro in front here, and he pots the winner. Ferraro 4-3 for the Islanders in overtime, and they take the series lead. Steve Thomas had a pair. Turgeon had one. Ferraro with the overtime winner. Carpenter, Burridge, and Elniak for Washington. Ferraro has scored now in 6 straight games.
So this series lopsided, one of the tightest playoff series going on between the Islanders and the Capitals. New York leading 2-1. Both their wins coming in overtime. As a matter of fact, the Islanders are an incredible 27-7 when they go to the extra frame. Tonight, Game 4, Long Island. Once again, regulation time was not enough to decide a winner, much to the chagrin of Terry Murray and his Washington Capitals. Caps on the power play, though. He's pretty happy with what he saw early on. Puck comes back to Al Iafrate. Iafrate, the shot. He goes off somebody's skate. Iafrate gets credit. 1-0 Washington. Rick Tabaracci, the story of the first period at the other end of the ice. Ray Ferraro with an opportunity. Watch a great stop there by Tabaracci. Then Travis Green splits the defenders, and again Tabaracci makes the big stop. On to the second period now. Caps to the two-man advantage. Peter Bondra, great pass, cross ice. Mike Ridley taps it in. 2-0 Washington. They're in control. A few minutes later, Iafrate lets the big shot go from the point. Bondra called for interference on Healy. All of a sudden, it is 3-0 Caps. It's not called, rather. It stands. Al Arbor looks up, sees the scoreboard. 3-0 Washington. Islanders answer, though, on the power play of their own. Vladimir Malakoff, first shot from the point. Finally beats Tabaracci, and the comeback has begun. 3-1 Capitals. Ben Washington looks to put it away when Todd Grieger scores. But this time, interference is called. Krieger's goal way off, no goal. Krieger goes nuts. Third period, the Islanders continue to come back. Claude Loisel tips it out front. Travis Green tips it in. Islanders within a goal. 3-2 they trail. A few minutes later, Uwe Krug. His shot handcuffs Tabaracci. Pat Flatley is there to knock in the rebound. They tie the score. Come back from a 3-0 deficit, tied at 3. Overtime, second overtime. Claude Loisel hits the streaky Ray Ferraro. Score! Ray Ferraro, the overtime winner, does it for the Islanders. Come from behind victory. The Isles trail in this game 3-0. Come back to win it in overtime again. The record in OT is now 28-7. That is incredible. What also is incredible is the fact that Ray Ferraro has now 2 overtime winners for the Islanders in this series. He leads the Isles to a 3-1 series lead. Incredible. The goal scorers recapped in Iafrate is 2, and Ridley with a single for the Capitals in a losing cause. For the Islanders, it was Malachi, Travis Green, Pat Flatley, and of course, Ray Ferraro has done it again.
The Islanders and the Capitals in the Washington Marathon. This Patrick Division semifinal game had all the excitement and suspense any 7th game has ever had. That tension would spread throughout the Cap Center as the teams arrived for overtime, tied 2-2. From there on, chances, and more chances over 3 periods worth of draining drama.
Christian pass in front. I can't believe this goaltending. Here's Sutter. Right in. Oh, what a save by Mason. Christian batted one across the line. Boom! Look at that save. He centered it back. Oh, what a save by Mason. They were holding their breath here in the Capitol Center.
This one was taking its toll on everyone, and just when it appeared the game might go on forever, an innocent rush turned into hockey's version of the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Now Deneen stepping in, going in around the goal. Deneen out front, shoots, hit a stick, comes to the line. LaFontaine shot, he scores! LaFontaine at the blue line, here in the 4th overtime, firing the shot and winning the series, scoring at 8:47.
We hope to start some debates, not end them. Like and subscribe to join us for the next ICENET Top 10.
Dynasties live here.